based on cabin capacity.
All right.
So you
That's
can still,
awesome.
like, get on that waiting list.
That's
and
so awesome.
Make sure you are able to, if there is a spot, take it. You can still go to the same place, portcity.church/.
The beeping.
Hans, yes, we have. Yeah, have a seat, man. Yes, sir, absolutely. He can sit right there. That's not a problem at all.
1 second.
An amazing week, best week of your life if you have a middle school or high school student. So go to portcity.church.
Yeah, you're welcome to have a seat, man. I may reach across you at one point, but
Registration list or donation to your high school student.
you're the only one.
Summertime, but Easter is right around the corner.
Do what?
And we're excited
I get
to
the fuse list for you.
Oh.
Easter weekend comes. We've got
Oh.
5 services over 2 days. On Sunday, 9 and 11. And
Thank you.
Saturday, 9 and 11. And then Sunday, 9, 11, and 2 p.m. And so if you are watching online, we're going to stream online 9 and 11 o'clock. But we wanted to do something a little different to talk about Easter. So this is our Chubby Bunny staff champion. So as I talk about Easter, he's going to do a little Chubby Bunny for our online game.
Some peeps, some bunny ones, obviously for Easter.
So he's going to try
No.
to do these high
No, they're not. They didn't do times.
Happy Easter. So we'll go a few at a time.
Okay.
So like I said, we've got 5 worship
Sure.
gatherings over the Easter weekend.
Nope.
We are excited that a lot of new people are going to be entering the doors
Okay.
of Port City Community Church.
Sure.
And because of that, we need your help and register.
Taylor's just shoving them in.
Being here on Easter.
Jody can't even think.
I have a great angle on this. Taylor's just taking him down.
Okay.
We've got a dump bucket underneath our feet just in case we need it. So, yes, we're
Challenging.
encouraging everyone to register so we
Oh
know
my.
who's going to come and
I'm scared.
be able to have enough room in our children's
I love that Tony's being so serious. No, like meanwhile Taylor's just shoving marshmallows in his mouth.
He's stone cold serious.
on every single
That's
service.
so funny.
Let's try it again.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Yes. And to make
That's
it
actually
happy
so impressive.
for everyone that comes in our church doors.
And
we
a little
need
disturbing.
your help,
I'm just
'cause we
kidding.
need people to volunteer in our welcome team and our kids ministry team. So if you go to portcity.church Easter, you can register and sign up to volunteer. Are you doing it? Can you do it? Come on, let's do it.
He's gonna spew everywhere.
I'm
That mic is gonna be
scared.
covered in peep.
Yeah, please don't.
Let's get it together.
Not the mic.
All right, family?
Oh no. Dude, what?
And he's done.
Covered in peep.
So,
Tony.
you good? Yeah, all right. So,
Gathering in 1 minute. Clean up on stage.
Worship gathering. So we're excited that you're joining us. If you, in the midst of the craziness of Easter, didn't get all the information, go to our online Connect form so that we can answer any questions you might have about Easter weekend, ways to jump in. Maybe you have prayer requests. We'd love to hear from you. You can go to portcity.church/online.
I've always loved Easter.
All right, 30 seconds till
So is
worship.
that your favorite flavor?
This one's a good one.
Taya is going to set up worship briefly.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't recommend trying this at home.
Yeah.
I'm an expert. I work in student ministry.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
I'm an expert.
Big bucks. So Taylor, thanks for doing that.
All
Thank
right.
you for joining us. We're
Andrew,
excited
I'm coming
You're
to
good.
you.
You're good, hon.
store for us here on Sunday morning. Taya's gonna
Gathering
be
in 7,
with,
6,
some amazing worship.
5,
Ready, 3,
4, 3,
And we'll see you.
and
1.
And dissolve. And 4. You're clear.
beautiful. Ready, 1. Take 1.
Blessed and honored to be able to worship as a church. In fact, everyone just take a second and just look around the room right now. This is beautiful.
Oh.
That we all made it here.
Oh yeah, we got the timers up still.
Because I know it took a lot of my friends out, but we are here today. That's a move of
I'm not
God.
sure
And I believe
how to
that
fix
God
that.
is moving mightily in our church. And before we worship this song, I just want to kind of guide us.
I think once, are you on the worship section, Cheryl? Or are you on? Okay, yes. It'll go away once we get to worship, I'm pretty sure.
And in fact, we're going to sing a new song that
It's just her timer.
All right, I'm gonna go let my wife in with breakfast. Apparently she got locked out.
Oh, okay.
But one song that I am personally convicted to sing about is his restorative.
We have lyrics over the welcome timer.
I think it'll go away once we
No,
click on
she
worship.
has to click back a layer off of worship.
Oh,
It can't be on the lyrics.
So go back to the. Yes. There you go.
Awesome, thank you.
Notice something today, because a few weeks ago, Brooks challenged us with offering
Oh,
our
yeah.
sacrificial
Ready, 6.
worship. And Mike has been challenging us.
Ready,
with
6, take
noticing
6.
What it is blocking our vision of the life that God has for us. And I want us in this room to really notice what all those things have in common. That beauty for ashes, graves into gardens, bones into armies. It's
Ready, 1.
Something had to die.
Take 1.
Jesus had to die for us to have life more abundantly. And that's the victory that we hold today. That's the truth that we hold today. And we want to believe that. Because I believe that God is always working and doing restorative work. Especially in our lives and in
Ready,
our
3.
hearts. But he's not a forceful God.
Take 3.
He's not going to force his way. We've seen that. He is a willing and able God. And I don't know if some of you might relate, but I can get stuck in the waiting for God to move and do something miraculous
Ready,
within
1.
my own heart.
Take
but
1.
I have to notice the things that are blocking my vision. I might very well be in my own way because he is always moving. We have to be seers so that we may witness it to the broken, to the lost. But we can't do that if we're not noticing the beauty of his work, the power of his hand. And I want us to notice that and be challenged in that today. Am I in my own way of seeing the way that God is moving within my life?
I'm back.
Awesome. I took a few shots for you.
Did you? All right.
Are we supposed to have camera 5 right now?
No, I think Nick's running around.
Okay, just making sure.
All
Like
right.
I say, it's not working if we are.
I'm gonna go to 4 for just a second. Ready, 4? Take 4 online.
Ready,
4 and
3.
1 alive.
Dissolve 3.
And I'm gonna go back to clean feed. Dissolve clean feed.
This is graves into gardens.
And roll in the slide.
Ready, 6. Actually, oh yeah, dissolve 6.
All right, coming off comm.
Ready, 1. Dissolve 1. Ready, 4. Dissolve 4. Ready, 3. Dissolve 3. Ready, 1. Actually, ready, 6. Dissolve 6. Ready, 4. Dissolve 4. Ready, 1. Dissolve 1. Ready, 3. Dissolve 3. Ready, 4. Dissolve 4. Ready, 6. Gonna start taking. Take 6. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 5. Take 5. Ready, 3. Take 3. Ready, 6. Take 6. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 4. Take 4. Ready, 6. Take 6. Ready, 3. Take 3. Ready, 5. Actually, yeah, ready, 5. Take 5. Ready, 4. Take 4. Ready, 1. Take 1. And then 4, can you get me some guitar? Ready, 3. Take 3. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 3. Actually, ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Actually, ready 4. Take 4. Sorry. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Nice shot. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 6. Gonna dissolve here. Dissolve 6. Ready 1. Dissolve 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 6. Take 6. Nice shot. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 5. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 1. Actually, ready 5. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 3. And they're gonna dissolve 3. Dissolve.
Brian is leading, no body, and Hunter on lead guitar.
Nice job, guys. Looking good. All right. All right, Brian's leading. Okay. Let's see. Ready, 5. Dissolve 5. Ready, 4. Dissolve 4. Ready, 1. Dissolve 1.
Behold the Lamb upon the cross who takes
Ready, 1.
away
Or ready, sorry, ready, 6.
sins of all.
Dissolve 6.
Forgiveness flows from hands and feet
Ready, 3.
as violence meets the
Dissolve 3.
Prince of Peace. Behold the King, light of the world,
Ready, 5.
ever slain,
Dissolve 5.
Lion who rose,
Ready, 4.
mighty to save.
Dissolve 4.
The fullness of God won't be kept in a grave.
Ready, 1. Dissolve 1.
Darkness, your hour is over.
Ready, 6. Dissolve 6. Nice. Ready, 4. Dissolve 4. Ready 3. Dissolve 3. Nice job, Ken. Ready 1. Dissolve 1. Nice job, 1. Ready 2. We're gonna start taking. Take 2. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 3. Take 3. And watch your centering, Andrew, but you're live right now. Ready 1. Dissolve 1. Nice job. Ready 4 or 5. Dissolve 5. Ready 6. Dissolve 6. Ready 4. We're gonna take 4. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. Take 3. Ken, can you give me some drums? Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 1. Actually, ready 3. Take 3. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Nice job, Nick. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 2. Actually, ready 4. Take 4. All right, ready 3. We're gonna dissolve. Dissolve 3.
Tay is leading next. I've witnessed it.
Nice job, guys. Good job filling in on those instruments. All right, ready 4. If you can start out of focus, maybe. Ready 4 and dissolve 4. Nice. Beautiful. Ready 1. Actually, I'm gonna do 6. Ready 6. Dissolve 6.
When I was lost and all alone, your presence was
Ready 1.
where I found hope.
Dissolve 1.
You were there and you're here right now.
Ready 5.
In every high, in every
Dissolve 5. Ready 3. Dissolve 3. Awesome. Ready 4. Dissolve 4. Ready 1. Nice shot. Dissolve 1. Ready 6. Dissolve 6. Ready 4. Dissolve 4. Ready 1. We're gonna start taking. Take 1. Ready 6. Actually ready 5. Actually ready 4, sorry. Take 4. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 4. Take 4. Nice shot. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 4. Take 4. Awesome. Ready 1. We're gonna dissolve. Dissolve 1. Cameras are killing it. Ready 6. Dissolve 6. Nice. Nice job. Ready 3. Dissolve 3. Ready 4.
Is this the play out?
Dissolve 4.
Are they, oh, they're, never mind, they're keying back up. Okay.
Ready
never
1.
mind.
We're gonna start taking. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Actually, ready 3. Take 3. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 4. Take 4. 5. You can give me some guitar. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. Can you give me a wide shot, Andrew? Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 3. Actually, ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. We're gonna dissolve. Dissolve 3.
All right, we got play out here. So when you're done with 4, Addie, if
Okay.
you'll move over to
Yeah, Ken, you
spots.
You're ready for prayer?
Ken, you are good to go. Thank you so much. Ready 1. Dissolve 1. Thank you, Alan. Ready, 6.
You're worthy, God, you're worthy of all
Dissolve,
of
6.
it. Your promises
Hopefully she remembers to actually talk about the victory this time.
Yeah. Ready, 1. Actually, ready, 3. Dissolve, 3.
Oh, nice.
Good job, Sam.
God, you're worthy
Ready, 1.
of all of it.
Isaiah's gonna pray and then get ready for meet and greet.
You're worthy of it all.
Dissolve, 1.
God, thank you that you are mighty to save, that you are holy, that you are good, that you are love, that you reign above it all, that only you have the power to do what you can do, and that is turn graves
Alan,
into
you can take
gardens,
any shots if you
bones
need.
into armies, mourning into dancing. You call us out of where we get stuck. God, we thank you for that.
I'm probably gonna
As we learn
stick
about
with
who you are,
Okay.
camera 1.
character.
Okay.
Intense moment.
Thank you for the Holy Spirit that help us understand just what is required of us. Help us to do the hard work of sacrifice and take on your easy yoke, and that is life, more abundant. You are willing to walk with us beyond these church walls. You walk with us outside of here. May we carry that truth, that you are good, so that we can witness it to the lost and to the broken. And we don't save it for ourselves. We overflow in that love and we give it as a church, as a family. Thank you that we don't have to do it alone. So God, I pray over every heart in this room. May you soften it.
All right,
make it
ready
malleable,
for.
so that you can do your work.
Alright, hopefully she'll direct us.
Yes.
We participate in that.
I
We're
might
gonna-
come to 3 though, in case she doesn't. Ready, 3.
Thank you, God. In Jesus' name, amen. All right.
All right.
Thank you guys for worshiping. We're going to have a couple
Ready
minutes
for?
to just meet those
Okay,
around
awesome.
you and ask them.
Alright, 5 and 6,
to
whatever you're
share
able to get in this point. It's kind of dark, so no
about
pressure.
St.
But
Patrick's Day.
ready, 3. Dissolve, 3.
And dissolve 4. All right, you're live 4.
Ready, 5. Nope,
Hey,
I'm gonna give it a second.
Port City family, we are excited that you're joining us, and we just
Ready,
echo
5.
Taya's prayer for you
Dissolve,
today,
5.
and are just excited that you're joining us. We want you to know that you are
Nice.
seen
Ready, 6.
and you are valued, and that we
Dissolve,
want to
6.
connect with you in any way that we possibly can.
Cameras,
If we
I'm
can
so
do
proud.
that, we
Doing
would
a great
love
job
to,
today.
And the way that we can is going to
Ready, 5.
portcity.church/online and filling out our Connect card.
Dissolve, 5.
It'll be ways to ask for prayer. Maybe you have questions about Easter or different ways that you can connect here at Port City, both in person and online. The Connect card is a great
Ready,
first
6.
step, and someone will
Dissolve, 6.
get that information and give you a call this upcoming week to help you figure out what your next steps of faith might be. We're excited for what God has in store for us for the rest of today. Mike's going to be continuing his
Ready,
series
5.
focusing on how Jesus
right,
talks
and
about
we're gonna
himself
come
in the Gospel
to
of John.
Clean Feet here
Dissolve,
shortly.
A
5.
series called I Am. So we've got a couple more minutes before Mike gives his message. So just say hello to someone
To Lulu.
sitting next to you, or if
Or
you're
sorry,
by yourself,
that's
we
the wrong-
encourage you
that's,
to connect with someone,
Hans.
giving a text.
The names are off on
call,
here.
or just a
Meant to change that.
hello to let them know that you're praying for them and
Ready,
that
6.
you see them.
Dissolve,
Thank you
6.
guys. Have a good one.
And
Oof, that
we
was
are on
really
Clean
good
Feet.
timing. Awesome. Alright. Ready, 5.
All right, stand by for Clay.
Alright, 3. I'm coming to you. Ready,
Go for
3.
Clay in 4, 3, 2, 1,
And dissolve,
go.
3. Nice.
Well, hello, church. How we doing today?
Ready,
Everybody,
1.
love getting to hear the church connecting. You guys connecting
Take
with
1.
each other. If you aren't already
then roll his name.
sitting, you can have a seat. And as we kind of move towards our time of teaching today,
Go
I
ahead and
wanted
show his
to,
name.
Take a few moments
Cheryl.
to remind us.
You can show his name.
That Easter
No, you're
weekend
fine.
is only 2 weeks
Oh.
away. Isn't that awesome? Easter is the biggest celebration
I don't
for
think so.
followers of Jesus. It is our biggest celebration. It is our biggest
funny.
moment of the year as the church, because at Easter, we get to remember and celebrate all that Jesus is,
Ready,
and all
two.
that Jesus did for
Take
you
two.
and for me, and that is well worth celebrating, and that is beautiful. And this year is going to be no different, y'all. It's going to be a beautiful celebration of Jesus, of the resurrection and what that means for us, but also as we're
Ready,
campus
three.
here at Port City, this Easter is going to be like no other.
Nope.
Most of y'all know
Ready, one.
that a couple weeks ago
Take
we
one.
had a pipe burst down in the Grozone hallway. We flooded 25,000 square feet of the building. It's being repaired, reconstructed.
Stand by
all
for
those
the
things.
full screen
All of our
graphic.
kids ministries have adjusted. They're in different spaces. And so this is a year that like we got to be the church, and we got to be in this thing together. And so I guess this kind of feels like a little family meeting, you know, like after dinner, it's like, all right, kids, we got to sit down, we got to talk about this. This is what we're talking about Easter, y'all, because we want to do this well. We do this right. We want to open up space for people to come in, to experience what the resurrection of Jesus means for them, and we want to be reminded of it for ourselves. And so this year, for Easter, we're asking all of us to do two things. We're asking
Ready,
all
three.
of us to attend intentionally and serve
And take
passionately.
3.
Attend intentionally and serve passionately. We want us to think about how we're going to enter into Easter weekend in 2
Ready,
weeks from now.
5.
And hopefully, a lot of us probably are in the journey to
Take
the
5.
cross, the devotions, the reading plan, and that's starting to
Can
prepare
threes,
you. But as we kind of
is
set
it
up
aperture
and
come
think
up a
about
bit?
Sure.
how we're
It
going
looks a
to
little darker than the other ones.
attend
Ready, 3. Or
intentionally.
yeah,
Here's a
3.
couple
Can
of
you
ways.
just
First,
bump up
is that on Good Friday,
your ISO or
we're
whatever
actually
you got?
having a time for us as a church to step into this
Yes,
space,
I think.
to pray, to contemplate
better.
the
Yeah.
journey of Jesus towards the cross, and to
That looks
actually
good.
share in communion together. So Good Friday, you're invited to drop in anytime between 4 and 7 that afternoon, that evening.
Okay, there's another graphic.
As an individual, with your
Nice
family,
job, Nick,
with some
adjusting.
friends. And you're going to be invited into this main room to kind of walk through and to actually walk past these.
I feel like that's the best
beautiful
option we have right now,
paintings
so
of Jesus,
I'm
these
gonna go with 5.
significant moments leading him up to the cross, to contemplate them and to be prompted to pray through them. And then at the very end, we're going to serve communion as you kind of walk out of the space. It's going to be beautiful
Ready,
preparation
3.
for us for Easter
Take
weekend.
3.
So I would encourage
Waiting
you
to show. I've got a
plan
full
on being
screen
part of that.
graphic.
And
Oh, you do?
then,
Okay.
for Easter weekend, we've got 5
Okay,
Easter
I'm gonna bring it in
gatherings
here.
starting on Saturday at 9 and 11, and then Sunday 9, 11, and 2. So 5 identical Easter gatherings. And this year, what we're asking you to do to be intentional is to reserve your spot. Because we do have
Hunter's
limited
gonna have to come out as
capacity
soon
in
as
our
Clay
building.
is done
We
to
need
trigger the
know
track
that we fit
for
everyone
giving
into
and
each
stuff
gathering.
because they didn't
Right? We
trigger
can't have a
it.
gathering where there's 1,000
okay.
people out in the hallway in the parking lot. And so we're asking you
Asked if
to
he should come
reserve
out
your
now.
spot. A lot of people already did that last week, which
Yeah,
is
I'm not
awesome.
sure.
And so you're going to go in and reserve yourself.
We have a little bit of time. We have
Supposed to have a track
And Treasure Island.
under
And this is beautiful.
giving and
You
stuff,
get to
and
go
they
ahead and
didn't trigger
decide
it, so he's
which
gonna have to come
gathering
out as
you're
soon as
going
Clay
to
is
be
done
at.
to trigger.
So we need you
Okay.
to reserve your spot. And specifically,
a minute
we want
left for
you to
Clay.
reserve a spot on Saturday
And
at 9,
taking the
11,
full
or Sunday
screen
at
graphic
2.
out.
We know that Sunday morning
Ready,
is a
1.
time that folks who are maybe new to church or coming
Take
back
1.
or back for the first
And then
time in a
Hans,
long
if you can
time,
go ahead and just
they're
kind of,
gonna make
yeah,
a decision
set
to
up
show up. They're not gonna know what
for
happened in our
our
building.
giving
They're not
shot.
gonna
So
know, that we're doing
you can just
reservations.
zoom
We wanna
in
make
to
sure
some
that
light
we're
on the
giving space
floor
for
right
those people
there.
to
Yeah,
encounter
all the
Jesus,
way in.
Easter Sunday morning. And
Keep
so
going,
this
keep
Saturday,
going, like
9/11,
past
those
the
are
cord,
awesome
like all the
spots
way.
and opportunities. And
Yeah.
actually,
And
you
then
guys are
make it so
reserving
that
spots for
purple is
those.
basically
And then
filling the whole
Sunday at
screen
2,
if you
that
can.
would be awesome. You can go to
Just
Easter
rack
brunch
way out of
and
focus.
then come to 2 o'clock Easter gathering, and then have the rest of your afternoon.
Keep going. Yeah, and then
If you want to do the Easter link, now would be a good time.
That's how
okay.
we're asking you to attend intentionally
Bring in
and
the
to
Easter
serve
link.
passionately. Listen, if you serve regularly
Go ahead and show it.
and
There
you
we go.
haven't responded to your volunteer coordinator to let them know when you're serving for Easter weekend, that's your first passionate
All
step.
right, and then
is
watch
let them
that
know,
framing
I'm
one.
in, and this
Make
is when
sure
I can
he's not.
serve. If you serve
Yeah, push him
occasionally
over a little bit
in our
to the.
kids
There you go.
event or
Nice.
the welcome team, we need you. You're
Hans, that
already
looks great.
trained, you're in the system.
Nice job.
If you serve kind of once or twice a year,
It's actually
this
Tallulah.
is your time.
Oh, it is Tallulah.
And so
Sorry.
you
Thank
probably
you.
got an email, it's buried.
Tallulah
Just reach
and
back
Dave.
out to the
Okay, we're
volunteer
back to
coordinator
where we
and
were.
say, "I wanna serve
Where
this
we were.
Easter." If you've never served,
Glad
and
you
you wanna
guys are
jump
here.
in, we've got a form that you can fill out on our Easter page. Today would be kind of the ideal day to go ahead and tell us you want to do that. In fact, after today, we're probably going to have to cut that off for our kids men because they got to get trained. We might leave up the welcome team, but that is an opportunity for those of you who haven't stepped in to serve yet to jump in with us. All that can be found on our Easter page. So today, if you haven't already reserved your spot for Easter, I need you to go to portcity.church /Easter.
All right, I brought
So
that
just
lower third in for you.
jump into
On,
sit with us.
I don't have it
Let's
in
do Easter
online, so
together.
Okay.
I'm
That sound
taking
good,
yours.
everybody?
Okay, I'll leave it in then for a
Okay.
minute.
I'm excited. Thanks for clapping for a few of you. And now,
All right.
before
All right, I can take it out.
Take it
Mike
out?
comes
Where-
I'm
Okay.
over my time, so I'm trying to get us through. When Mike comes out, we're going to take our time to give.
Ready,
This is
two.
our time for us as a church family to give back to God, a part of what He's given to us, to trust Him with it, and entrust Him with what He wants to do in and through us. The ways
Ready,
you can give
two,
us.
and
In
dissolve
just
two.
a moment, Mike will be out for part 3 of I Am.
Oh, we went ahead.
Sorry.
Bring it
I thought
We
he
just got
stopped.
so excited.
My bad, y'all.
Roll video.
That was my bad.
All right, we go to VOP in 0 seconds. And go.
Okay. And ready, black. Can dissolve black. Bring in the cue.
Roll VOP.
There we go.
Stand by for Mike in 10,
Ready, 3.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go for Mike.
And dissolve 3.
Good morning. It's what a great day. It's good to be here. Thank you guys.
Ready,
all so
1.
much.
And we're on
It's,
clean feet.
Always good to be together. Yesterday
Take
we
1.
had women's gathering
And
here.
can go ahead and show his name.
For a bunch of women. I was here. I was actually sitting up in the balcony because my daughter was one of the people, the ladies who would be speaking. Her and my mother-in-law shared together. It was just really sweet to hear. She's 22. She's out of college. Has a real job and all this kind of things. And yesterday, after they were over, I got to go. My oldest daughter, my youngest daughter, and then her baby, my grandbaby,
Tallulah, you can
Linda, we all got to go to brunch
pull
together,
out just
the four
slightly,
of us.
and
I was
then
just so-
give him a
just
little
feel
bit more
like kind of,
headroom. So keep him at the
emotional,
knees, but just a little bit
nostalgic.
more
It's like
headroom.
just cherishing this like really sweet
So
time.
if you need to
with
pull
my
out just a bit,
girls.
that's fine.
And they began to think about
Yeah.
being a parent. I
That's
remember one of
good.
the coolest things about being a parent
Nice job.
was getting to tell your kids what to do. I don't know if you remember this, right? When they got old enough to like start to listen, you had to tell them what to do. And I
Sitting
remember
down now.
thinking this very specifically that
I'm gonna come off
as,
con for just a minute.
Someone
Okay.
who follows Jesus, who holds the scriptures to be authoritative, God has commanded children to obey their parents.
Ready,
So I'm
2.
like, this is a great thing,
Take
right?
2.
That means my kids have to do what I tell them to do because God has kind of commanded it to be that way. But it also means that I have to pay really close attention to what I'm asking my kids to do if I'm speaking on behalf of God, right? Do you see how this works? And so we give our kids all kinds of commands, and sometimes we'll make up rules just to make sure that they do the things that we want them to do. And what gets lost in parenthood is why you asked your kids to do something in the first place, right?
Ready, 1.
Because at some point in time, it just becomes, I just need you to do this so I don't lose my mind.
Take 1.
And that has to be enough. And as your kids, you don't understand, you're trying to figure it out, but you will, one day. But one of the things that's really interesting, whenever I would tell my kids to do something when they were younger, I would say, hey, I need you to do this. And then they didn't do it. The question that I would ask them is, did you hear me? Did you hear me? Why am I asking that? Because what you're assuming is that if you heard what I said, then you would have done it. You would have cooperated or obeyed or some version of that. So we asked them, did you hear me? What you're going to see today is a lot of this language. You've already seen it over the last
Nice job
few weeks
following,
where Jesus
Dave.
would say, whoever comes into the light, right? Whoever lives by the truth comes into the light. You'll hear this language about listening and hearing and responding, and it's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. And I want us to get to this idea where you understand why it is that you need to learn how to recognize
could you
and to hear
maybe
God's
bring your
voice
aperture down
and to be
1
willing
click?
to do what it is that He's asking of us.
I'm trying to figure
Why
out.
is that important?
He
What is
looks different than
actually
all the
trying
other
to
ones.
do in this when He says,
Maybe it's
did
just-
you hear me?
No.
And what our
Come
response
back up,
to
yeah.
that is. So we're talking about this
Let me see,
kind of
1
journey
second.
through John. Today we'll be in John chapter 10 again.
Wait,
We've
no.
looked at Jesus being the light, Jesus being a gate, Jesus being a shepherd. We'll
I
continue
can
that
check
today.
over here.
But he made these pointed statements, and part of this is the way John is constructed, the Gospel of John is
All right, I'm
constructed.
back.
Yeah, I think.
Is he uses
I think
this
that's good,
idea
6.
of how Jesus would be in conversations or sometimes confronted by religious leaders and others, and he would use these statements to say, this is who I am. He's
Ready,
revealing
2.
himself to those people, and I think through that, he's revealing himself to us.
Take 2.
And particularly one of the most important places, we've looked at this every week, is when the Pharisees are confronting him.
All right,
and
now
they're
I'm going to go
talking
to 4
about,
online.
Abraham is our father. And
34
Jesus
online.
makes the statement that before
Take 4.
Abraham was,
4 and 2 are live.
and it's a direct reference to how God revealed himself to Moses in Exodus 3 when he says, I am.
And
that
I'm going to go
I
to
am.
6.
He reveals his name to him. And Jesus is essentially saying, I am God.
Actually,
And what
no, I'm going to go back to
trying
clean
understand
feed. Ready,
the
clean feed?
implications of that and how we
Take clean
think
feed.
about this, because a lot
4,
of us
you're clear.
growing up, especially if you grew up like I did, where the Bible was used as a
Nice
way
job,
to kind
Tallulah.
of prove points. You would grab a nugget of truth, a fact, and you would use it to sling at someone in an argument to say,
Ready,
this
5
is why this
online?
is true. One of the most common ones
Take
is
5
Jesus
online.
the only way to heaven. And so everybody would say, oh, let's find this verse, and we would proof text. We'd yank out John
Ready,
14:6 and say, here's the verse that proves that there's one way to heaven.
Actually,
when
ready,
God.
3.
We're using this idea of
Take
truth,
3.
And I'm
or
going to
a
clean
true
feed.
thing
Take clean feed.
to prove
3.
something, to be correct.
3's live everywhere.
And
5, you're clear.
And what John 14:6 actually
see.
says is this: when Jesus says
come
in
to
this,
5 in a minute.
Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life.
Actually,
And no
3 will
one
work for
comes
now.
to the Father but through me. One of the things when I talk about this, people always will email me or catch me after the service, and they'll ask me, say, Mike, are you saying there's more than one way? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's a very big difference between how do you get into heaven when you die,
Ready,
and
5.
what it looks like
Take
to
5.
be reconciled to the relationship for what you've been created. Right? It's the difference between, like, if you go to what do I need to do on this test in order to get a C? What's the minimum requirement to get in? Versus, I mean, would you go to your surgeon and say, hey, man, how'd you approach school? I just tried to get a C, man. Whatever you need to get a C. Do you let this person operate on you? No, you want them
Ready,
to
6
know stuff.
online. Take 6
You want
online.
them to know stuff. Right? I don't want them going,
6 and 5 are live.
C to figure out how to do the surgery. I'm like, no, I want you to know how to do the surgery really, 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 really well. Like, it's that difference. How do you get into heaven when you die versus how do you live in a relationship
There you go. Good job, 6.
for which you've been created
Nice
for?
job, Nick.
And in fact, what this has is not just,
I'm gonna go
it's
back
not
to
just a
clean
proof text,
feed.
right? It's not a proof text.
Ready,
It's
clean
it has a
feed?
context.
Take
What
clean
it says
feed.
is this: I am the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father except through me. If you really know me, you'll
5 is
what?
5 is live everywhere.
You'll know my Father as well. If you have, from now on, you know him and you have seen him. Why? Because Jesus is God. Like, what I'm trying to get us to understand is to start to think about this. What are the implications of how God reveals himself to us as
Ready,
the way,
1.
the truth, and the life?
Take
And
1.
particularly today, as I think about this, I want us to think about how how Jesus reveals himself and says, I am the truth. That's what he says, I am the truth. Does it just mean that he gives you a bunch of facts?
4, I'm gonna come to
win
you
all
when he
your
walks back to the
political
other side of the
arguments or
table.
your apologetic arguments or whatever it is that your argument?
Well,
Does it just give you
once we
facts
put
to
something on
prove
the
those
screen
things, or is
anyway.
there something else that pushes on us?
He has that scripture coming up on the wall.
Today.
Oh,
Okay.
He's
okay.
going live
Last
right here in
week we
a second.
were looking at this from John chapter 10, and last we looked at
Take
Jesus
5.
being the gate. And if you remember, I drew this clever
Uh-oh.
little picture last week. I've kind of cleaned it up, so I have to do it again today.
Oh, okay.
But what we
Let's
learned
see.
was that
Ready,
Jesus
3.
actually,
Take
he
3.
is the gate, right? He is the gate. And we observed last week there are two things that were required, because this whole idea that Jesus says is he's leading his people out, and we'll see this
There we
again
go. I like
this
5's
morning,
shot.
leading
Yeah,
people
that looks
out
good,
of
Nick.
the pen and into a place where they'll find pasture. And there's two things that Jesus says that are required, two things that
I'll
he,
get it in
from
a
this
second.
illustration, that are required for sheep to get out of the pen and out into pasture. And number 1 was the gate, and number 2 was the
5,
shepherd.
ready, 5.
Okay.
And Jesus
Take
comes
5.
along last week
5
and he says,
and
I
3
am
are live.
the gate. And today we'll notice what he says in John chapter 10,
Ready,
starting
5.
verse 11.
Take
He says
5.
this, that I
And I'm
am
gonna go to
the
clean
good
feed.
shepherd.
Clean
So
feed.
both of these
5's
things,
live
again, that
everywhere.
was last week's talk. If you want to go back and listen to that, you can find that.
Nice adjusting.
But he says, I am the good shepherd.
I feel
And
like
then what does
that's
he say next? The good shepherd does what?
probably as good as it
Lays
get
down
at
his
the
life
moment.
for his sheep. So you're going to start to notice what we're trying to do when we look at this, and when I read the scriptures, what I want to try to do is to
One second.
observe, what am I noticing? What am I seeing? And then what does this say? What does God say to us through this? What's revealed to us? The hired hand is not the shepherd, and he does not own the sheep. So when he sees a wolf coming, he takes off and he abandons him and runs away. Then the wolf attacks the flock and scatters it. But the man runs away because he is a hired hand.
Ready 3 online. Take 3.
He doesn't care.
I have to just dump
There's
the water
something
after.
about him that is more
okay, ready, 1,
concerned with
take
his
1.
own well-being than that of what he's been entrusted
Yeah,
to. With getting his
Sorry
own
if I was super blurry for
yeah,
a moment there.
Yeah.
than with
So I got away from it too.
Here's something about the sheep. And then Jesus says again, I am the good shepherd. My sheep know, I know my sheep, and my
Take
sheep
5.
know me. And he connects
I'm gonna do the same thing. Ready 5.
this
Take
idea
5.
of knowing,
There
of
we go.
caring. There's a relational idea that
Yeah,
starts to develop.
I don't know what happened to the scripture
So
there
last
on
week we looked
5.
at this,
It
he
got
gives
real
us
blurry
out of
there for a
sheep while
second.
He summarizes, and what he says is that when we come out of this
It's
pasture,
looking good though.
out of this place, out of this pen, in this, what we find is 2 things. Number 1 is we find salvation, that we will be saved.
Ready
Whoever
4
enters through
online?
me, Jesus said, will be saved.
Let's see.
And
Ready
number 2
3.
is they will find pasture.
Oh yeah, there we go. 3's better. Yeah.
Take 3.
Okay.
And what I mentioned last week,
I think
was
you're
that most of
Yep.
us have
I just realized
Okay.
that. Yep. I thought I was on clean feet. I
and
was
you
not.
immediately think pearly gates and St. Peter standing there. And
3's
asking
live
some
everywhere.
question. And if I said, what image do you have of fine pasture? You're like, I don't really have one.
It's so
Green
harsh.
grass,
It's such a. I feel like it's screaming at me.
What is it?
Yeah. Ready
And so
4
then our minds go
online.
to like angel wings and streets of gold, and we're just fluttering around.
Take 4 online.
And what I'm going to see
4
this
and
is
3 are
not
live.
actually how God
I'm gonna go to
reveals
6,
us what this
X.
is going to
I was
be
just gonna
like
do
Ready
for
6.
us, what He's doing in the world. He's leading us
6.
out.
6 and 3 are
Lord,
live.
salvation.
Ready 2.
And He's leading us out to do something. He's
Take 2.
to bring us out of these pens. To bring us out of these pens. We taught this last week. What are these
I'm gonna go to
pens? We're gonna
5.
keep reading.
Ready,
I'm gonna look
5.
at this because He says,
And
Ready,
take
5,
5.
yeah.
pick up in verse 14,
Take
I
5.
am the good shepherd,
Take
right?
5.
I know my sheep, and my sheep know
And I'm
me.
gonna go to clean feet as well.
Just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father. So
All right,
he's
I'm on clean
pulling
feet.
us
5's live
into
everywhere.
this relationship, to this way of life that He's describing here. Then here it is again. I do what? I lay down my life for my sheep. Where is this coming from? Like when you're reading the Bible, you're like, where is this coming from? Sheep, take them out.
Addy, I was doing it again.
Let them feed
Supposed to
them,
be
and
backing
these
off
things,
right now and letting you direct, and I keep jumping in.
No.
For His sheep.
Sorry, the haze
we
is
looked at last
affecting
week a little
something.
bit. He said, I have
Or-
other sheep that are not of this pen, and I must bring them in also.
I feel like everything
And
looks
actually
great.
He says, I must bring them also. I must bring them out of their pens and into this place. He's not leading us out of one pen into another pen. He's leading us out of our pens and into fine pasture. It's a really, really important thing for us to understand, because what a lot of us do
Ready,
in
1.
our arguments is we pick a way of life,
Take
a
1.
philosophy. And
And I'm gonna go to 4 online while you're there. Just for a second. Ready, 4.
Position or category. Sometimes it's
Take 4.
And what we think
4 and
is
1
that
are
we're
both
trying to
live.
go out of other pens and into our pens. And what Jesus is saying, you all have to get out of your pen. That's what He's doing.
Ready 5.
I must bring them
All right.
also. They too
Take
will
5.
listen to my voice.
And
here's
ready,
why.
5. Take
They'll be
5.
what?
5's live everywhere.
One flock
4, you're
and
clear.
one shepherd. He is talking about our capacity to over-identify with things. He's bringing us out of the places where we over-identify. And I mentioned some last week. We have all kinds of categories. But there are some people who you over-identify with your struggles, right? Whatever we over-identify.
Oh, I think it might be the water thing, or.
And to keep us from identifying with anything other, to fully identifying with anything other.
Yeah,
than
it's not a
those
big
people
deal.
we've
No.
got in this place. Until we learn how to live in a place where there's one flock.
It keeps doing.
Underneath
I can
one
just take the
shepherd.
drawer out
That's
or
the
something.
goal.
I think that's what it is.
And then.
All right, ready, 3 online.
Addy, can you go to 3?
One
Take
second.
3.
That my Father loves me.
Sorry. Yeah. Ready 3. Take 3.
Is that I'll lay down
All right,
my life.
back to
And
clean
hear this
feed.
again.
Sorry, I don't know what it is.
It just
I
keeps
thought it was
popping
the water or
Only
the
to do what?
dehumidifier or something, but because the drawer is
You
full.
can read it out loud.
I think that's what
Only
it is.
two.
Yeah.
Right. What is he talking
It's fine.
about?
It's not a big deal. Yeah, whatever.
Any
Okay.
guesses?
Ready? 5. Take 5.
Easter's coming up. Big
Sorry
hint.
for the distraction. Oh man, that was not good timing. Ready? 3. Take 3.
The resurrection. This is where this is driving. This is what I love about John. John is giving us this. So Jesus is telling this
I'm
story
gonna go
about
to 6
sheep
online.
and shepherds
Ready,
and kings
6.
and gates. And he says, I'm the gate and I'm the shepherd.
Take
And
6 online.
And then all of a sudden he starts saying the reason that my father, and I don't have time to get into the reason why, that's a whole different thing.
And I'm going to go back
Basically
to clean
says is
feed and
this
back to
next
clean feed.
part is so
3's
important.
live
He says
everywhere.
what? No one takes it from me. Nobody takes the life of the shepherd. But instead what? I lay it down
5.
of my own accord. And
Take
then I
5.
love this. He says, I have the authority to lay it down. I have the authority to take it back up again. This is so critical for us to understand. Because what you're going to see is Jesus ends up before Pilate. If you know the story, I've been spending a lot of time. I've glossed over half of each of the Gospels is about the arrest, trials, crucifixion, and resurrection of Jesus. 50% of every gospel is about, it's like you have all these stories and teachings of Jesus. Halfway, all of them turn the
Take
corner
1.
and go to the arrest, the trials, the crucifixion, the resurrection of Jesus. Half of them. And that's most of what we read about Jesus. And what you see is they come to him, they arrest him in the garden, they bring
clean
him
feed.
before the
So
high
that
priest.
red
And the high
one.
priest
Yep,
is
when
like,
it's red.
we want to get him killed, but we don't have the authority to kill him because we're a puppet. We operate underneath
One of these
Rome,
other
and only
buttons
Rome
will
has
turn red.
The capacity to crucify.
Yes, yep, that's
someone, to
exactly right.
execute
This
someone.
is
We're
what
gonna
we're
send
getting
him
ready to do.
Pilate's like
That's
the
what's
puppet
actually
governor
happened.
Of this area, of this region.
Yep.
He operates
Yes, sir.
under Rome, and he's there to do Caesar's bidding, mostly to keep the Jews in check and to keep peace, make sure nothing gets chaotic. This is why insurrections were so quickly squelched, because whenever someone raised up against Rome, they
3.
just killed
Just in
them
case he
all.
stands up.
So we don't need anybody messing around.
I'm gonna.
We need
Can I go to
keep the
4
peace.
first? And
Yeah,
then,
go
all
for
right,
it.
ready?
Peace
4.
comes by doing
Take
what
4.
we say.
This is
You
just
hear me,
my
right?
backup
That's
shot in
what
case
happens.
I don't know if he's going to do it or not.
And so Pilate, or Jesus ends up before Pilate.
And then I'm gonna go back to 1.
And the high priests are going, we need you.
We got a grow zone number in there.
I don't
Good for
care
us.
anything about this. Like, am I Jew? Do
All
I
right,
care
1's
who
live
the king
everywhere.
is? No,
4,
I
you're
don't.
clear.
Like, y'all take care of this stuff. We don't have the capacity to crucify him, and we want him dead. Now Pilate has to get involved. And so Pilate begins to interrogate Jesus.
Okay, ready? 5.
And he begins to ask him some questions. And he says, are you a king of the Jews, right? Does this,
Okay,
and
now I don't know
Jesus says
if this is gonna
back to
be
him, is this
scripture
your
or
own
not.
idea? Or did someone else say this to you? So Jesus
Let me check
is
these slides
standing
here.
before Pilate. Pilate is the one who's going to pronounce him guilty or innocent. And he's like, do you think I'm a king, or did someone tell you this? And then Pilate's like, look, I just want you out of my hair. Can you just give me something I can go with? And then here's what, can you tell what you've done? And here's what Jesus
Ready?
says
5.
in John 18.
Take 5.
Jesus says, my kingdom
Perfect timing.
is not of this world. If it were, what would happen? We would run ads and destroy people with our words.
Is there
And
any
if
way
that
to make
doesn't
those
work
words
with our
slightly
money,
clearer?
right?
I
You
feel
see
like
what's happening here?
we had it that way at
How
one point, but
often do we get rolled into a kingdom that we
Yep,
don't belong
that's a little better.
yeah.
There we go.
If my kingdom were this world,
Nice.
we would operate the way everybody else does.
That looks
That's what
great.
Jesus is saying. They would fight to
And he
prevent
still
my
looks
arrest
great
by the
too,
Jewish
so
leaders. They would
nice
not
job.
allow this to happen. But who lays their life down? Who has the authority to lay it down? Jesus. Nobody is doing this to Jesus. To prevent my arrest by the Jewish leaders, but my kingdom is from another place. And then Pilate says, you are a king then? And then Jesus says, you say that I'm a king. Those are your words, not mine. Like, don't you love this? And then you see this. In fact, the reason that I was born, here it is. This is why Jesus showed up. And I came into the world
Mike
to do
got a
what?
tiny bit out of focus,
Yep,
but it's all
I
good.
did notice that.
It's all good.
To testify the truth.
Almost feel like we need to be able to jump back and forth.
Ooh, I can barely
The
read
word, the
with
better
that
word,
highlight.
Yeah. Highlighted it one time too many.
Yeah.
is to bear witness. And we're going to look at this
that's okay.
over the next little bit. Because the reason I came into the world, Jesus says, is to testify the truth. Everyone who's on the side of the truth, and we'll get here, but does what? Here it is. Listens. And then what does Pilate say? What is truth? This is so good, because
Ready,
this
three.
is where a lot of us have this picture. If you've
Take
seen
three.
the news, this is right. Pilate goes back in, he washes his hands, he does all this stuff. What is
Or
happening?
we've lost you.
What is really important for us to start to think about is
And
what
we lost
does
5.
Pilate do when he is confronted with the truth?
I'm swapping a battery.
Jesus says, I come to bear witness of
looks so
the
cool.
truth. And Pilate's
It's
like,
like
what is truth? And what
Little,
is
confetti.
he asking
little
for?
matrixy.
Yeah.
He's asking for some information that will be correct or right that he can use to go and weigh this out.
That was really good timing.
in
Ready,
the court
one.
of law with all these
Actually,
other
ready,
people. And you know what he does? What he begins to do is he goes back inside and he wrestles them. He goes to the leaders
Take
and he
two.
comes up with an idea. He says, you know what? I think I know what we can do.
Watch your
Every
headroom.
year they release a prisoner at Passover.
Yeah, 4's still
You know
out.
what I'll do?
Yes.
I'll bring
Sorry.
the dude
It is.
that they love the most. Most of us have this idea
Okay.
that
Okay.
Jesus Barabbas.
We got you in there a
that was
couple
his
times,
name.
so.
You've heard of Barabbas? His name was Jesus Barabbas, Jesus, son of the Father.
Okay, I can.
We have this idea that he's like this. He's like Ted Bundy.
5, you're back.
Yeah.
Right? That nobody likes him. That is not true. Jesus Barabbas was an insurrectionist. He could rally the Jewish people to revolt against Rome and overthrow the government that they did not want, which is exactly
Ready,
what they
one.
all wanted.
Take one.
That's why he's in jail. That's why he's been arrested, why they're going to crucify him. Because he was a threat to the Roman government, and the Jewish people probably loved him. And so here he comes, and he says, I know what I'll do. I'll let them pick one, and surely they'll pick this innocent man. So they put him up there, and it's basically two ways of doing things. Jesus, Barabbas, who gets the work done by
All right, I'm
running
gonna go to 6
troops
on 9. Ready,
and
6 on
waging
9?
war.
Take 6.
And Jesus,
6 and
the
1
Son
are
of
live.
God, who's going to give his life as a ransom for many. And he puts them up, both of them, and says, you can choose one, and they start choosing.
I'm gonna get him to pull LED.
Barabbas.
Okay.
And he says, well, what do you want me to do with Jesus? And they say, crucify him. Right? And Pilate is a Roman. He's Greek. I mean, he's Roman. And he knows
We're gonna go to 1, back to 1. Ready, 1?
The sons of God. They
Pick
know
one.
that these
One's live
Roman
everywhere.
deities and all this. So he's getting nervous about being involved. He does not want to be involved in this. You see Pilate trying to find a way out. So he has Jesus basically flogged and beaten, and they just demand
Ready,
crucifixion.
3.
And so this is what happens in John chapter 19.
Yeah, ready, 3. I don't know.
They
Ready,
want
5.
Jesus crucified. And the crowd
Ready, 3,
in
take
John
3.
chapter 19, verse 8, it says this. When Pilate heard
Sorry,
this,
we're gonna let
he
5
was even
sit
more
up
afraid.
here.
Now he's in the middle of something that he does not want to be in the middle of, and now things are coming unraveled. And when he went back in the palace,
Let's
he
see.
looks at Jesus, he says, where
Ready,
did
5.
you come from?
Take 5.
And Jesus gives no answer. Jesus gives no answer. He just stands there doing what? He's bearing witness of the truth. Pilate wants information, he wants facts, and he is confronted with a reality that he cannot shake. And he's doing everything he can to get out from underneath it. Have you ever done this? Right, how do you respond when you collide with something that you can't control, you can't coerce, you can't get it to do something different? What do? We resort to all kinds of things, and Jesus is just letting this truth press against these two realities. He's just letting the reality of God and his kingdom just weigh against his own will and his own way and his own intentions and his own desires. This is what Jesus'
Ready, 1.
truth does
Oh,
to us.
wait, maybe not.
And what Pilate finally does, he breaks. And what does he say? Don't you
Back to
realize
Scripture.
that I have the power to either free you or to crucify? And there you have the truth. That's what Pilate believes. This is not a confession. This is simply a statement of what Pilate
31.
believes to be true. I
Take 1.
have the power to do what I want to do right now. That's what happens when we were squeezed and we're pressed. It's the fact that he cannot coerce or force Jesus to do something that he wants him to do. Notice Jesus doesn't defend, He just bears witness. No one takes my life from me, but I'll lay it down on my own accord. I have the authority to lay it down, and I have the authority to take it up again. So here's what the truth does. It does two things.
Ready, 3.
Number one
Take
is
3.
the truth exposes this illusion. In
No one,
our
that
world,
is,
and this is just the way the world works. We live
it's
in the
a
illusion
delay.
we have the
It's like
power
a
to make
30-second
things
delay
right
from, yeah.
by proving our arguments.
You're talking
to
about
be
like the fade
correct.
in of the words?
No,
And all of us have done this. If
we were
someone
talking about the
just
YouTube
saw the
I
facts
got you,
as
got
they
you.
were,
stream.
surely they'd be different. Surely things would be right if we just all believed the right things about the right things, then the world would be as it should. And so we find truth to be useful to us in making our case for being right. This is actually, there's a passage in 1 Corinthians 15. It's always, death, oh death, where's your victory? Where's your sting? We always hear this at funerals. And the next line it says, the power of sin is the law. The power of sin gets its fuel by us trying to use something that's to bear
I'm gonna go to
witness
6.
to
Ready,
us,
6?
on us,
Online?
and
6,
reshape
6 online.
us from one reality
6 and 3
into
are live.
another. And we try to use it to preserve our own way. And truth is not a tool to be used for right arguments,
I'm
but
gonna
it
go to 5.
exposes this
Ready, 5
illusion.
online?
And
Take 5 online?
invites us to encounter something. The
Go back
truth
to
of
clean
Jesus
feed
and the
here.
cross, I'm going to say this very carefully. The truth of Jesus and what's about to happen to him on the cross
And take 3. 3's live everywhere.
exposes the
5, you're clear.
inevitable descent towards separation.
I'm going to get him to go to blank.
Okay,
If y'all
ready,
wanna move
1.
tight.
And then
Take
the
1.
use of coercion and manipulation to defend those divisions, to use facts to get our way, thinking that we're brokering the truth. And the futility of this way in this world will always lead to an escalating frustration, and it will ultimately result in violence. This is the way of the world. Pilate said, don't you know that I have the power?
I'll let you guys know.
And we may
when
not
you- The next LED will be the testimony and the truth that we've been made by God for God.
I'm going to go to 3 just to show everybody that the screen's blank and they didn't miss something. Ready, 3 online? Take 3 online.
And all the while, there's a truth that stands. And here's the
Ready,
thing I
6
want to say. Number one,
online?
the truth is that you've been
Ready,
made
3.
by
never
God
mind.
Take 3.
and for God.
And I'm
That
going to
is
go
a
to clean feed.
fundamental, foundational truth. And because of that, what it stands to reason is that you will
All right.
never find a life
Nice
that
job.
you're
That was
looking
good timing.
Yeah, that
for.
was
You will not find the life that you're looking
Beautiful.
for apart from a life with God. And you're likely to stand and to resist and to do all kinds of things. To say, no, no, no. If I do this, will you do that? We're trying to coerce or use or get God to do something on our terms. We do all kinds of things to wash our hands, to present other
Ready,
options,
5.
to keep ourselves from having to live underneath
Take 5.
this pressing reality. And Jesus exposes the reality that we can have the life that we most want on our terms, that we can sort of do God's will our way. An encounter with Jesus as the truth
I know,
exposes
right
the
in
things
the-
that we
yeah.
tend to depend on. It's interesting, the word truth. It comes from the old word troth, which is where we get our word betrothed. If you ever heard it, we don't use it anymore. My daughter's betrothed to be married, right? She's engaged, but she's betrothed. And it's a promise, but it's a truth, and it's relational. It's always relational. It's not in the way you would use it in a sentence, as you would say in the old days, I pledge my troth to you. You're promising something of yourself that does this. And this is what I mean, because what Jesus says, and we'll back up. When he says, this is the reason I was born, John 18. He says, everyone who's on the side of the truth, and we think the side, meaning my side, the side that God's on. You ever thought that before?
I'm going to
It's
go to
whoever
3 online. Ready,
Okay.
3 online? Take 3
Whoever
online.
belongs to the truth does what? Listens. The truth
Ready, 6 online?
exposes our illusions.
Take 6 online.
And the truth also makes us right.
Ready, 3. Take 3.
And there are two
And
ways
I'm going
that
to go
it
to
does
3 as
that.
well. Ready, 3?
Number one
Take 3.
is you can be correct. You can arrange facts, use truth, and you can be right. And there are a lot of people who I know who have done that, and they are right in all the wrong ways, and it never works that way. Know anybody like that? Those are fun people to be around. And what we're always doing is we're always using the truth. And we're never allowing the truth to bear witness, to press on us. We're always trying to, and some of us have gotten so good. Most of the stuff that I watch where people are like destroying other people
Ready,
in
one.
their political arguments or their religious
Take
arguments
one.
fall in this category. But
Ready,
that's
clean
a
feed.
shallow
Take clean feed.
version of what God came
Ready,
to do,
three.
to make you right. He did not come to make you correct.
Stand
He came
by.
to make you become the way you've always been intended to be right.
Ready, three.
Remember we
Take
talked
three.
about dikaiosune. It's this depth of rightness that only comes when we allow ourselves to be exposed for who we are in light of who God is. And we trust him, and we learn to respond to him. And you can be correct, or you can be the way that you've been created to be. I am the good shepherd, and my sheep know me. So, what do we do? What does this mean? All of those who belong to the truth, who learn to live in this, we do what? We listen to the truth.
I'm going to get him to go to blank.
So here's the thing. When I
I'm
would
gonna
tell
leave
my
3 in.
kids to pick up your
He's
shoes,
walking around so much.
or to help clean up after dinner, I would give whatever
I'm gonna
command
go
is
to-
given.
I'm gonna
like,
go to
"Thus
5.
saith the
Ready,
Lord
5?
through me, you are to do
Take
this."
5.
Ready, 1. Take 1.
What is it that I want? I remember early on as a parent, I had to think
I'm
about
gonna go
this
to
because
6
what I
next.
wanted was my house to be
36.
clean and orderly.
Take 6. 6 and
Right?
1
And
alive.
that's what you end up resorting to because it's sometimes the only thing you can figure out. But I
I'm
knew
gonna
that
go to
wasn't
1 from
enough.
here.
Because if my kids grow up thinking that they need
6,
to
that's a great
listen
shot.
to what I
Yeah,
say
it looks so good.
in order to do what they've been asked,
Ready, 1.
we're going to miss something along the way.
Take 1. 1's
What
live
I
everywhere.
want when I ask my kids to do something is I want them to care. Right? When you ask your kids to like pick up their shoes, you're saying, can you care about things that I care about? Can you cooperate and participate to make
Ready,
our
2.
home a
Take
place
2.
of flourishing? Can we do this together?
Watch
Isn't
the
that what you
headroom.
need?
Good job,
And
Tula.
you know what you need to do that? You don't need authority. You need trust. You need trust. And so all along the way, I remember my oldest was very small. I had to think about this because it was so tempting to go, I just need you to do what I say so I don't lose my mind, and that's enough. What I realized, there's a bigger,
Give him a little more
bigger
headroom,
vision.
Tallulah. Thank you.
that everything that I ask them to do is to build trust. Why? Because what I want when they're 28 and 22 is to sit down at brunch and enjoy the relationship that we have. That is not built on them doing what I tell them to do. It's built on the fact that we belong and there's trust. Trust is the response to truth.
Ready, 1.
I'm not talking about using it as facts. I'm talking about letting
Sorry,
the truth
one
of
sec.
Jesus bear witness
Ready,
on whatever
1.
reality you're
Take
trying
1.
to live out, live by, create, or whatever, and let him do that work in you.
They
There are a
just
couple
changed the
questions
screen.
I would use to start.
Oh, they did? I'm sorry. Ready,
ready.
3.
Number one
Yeah.
is, what do you
Take 3.
trust about Christ? What do you
I saw it on
trust
camera
about Jesus
on
as
camera
Lord
5. I
of
was
your
like,
life?
wait.
Can you
Whoa.
trust
Oh,
his
ready, 3.
provision?
5.
Ready, 5. Take
Do you
5.
trust his provision, or do you constantly feel like you need to take matters into your own hands? I've played so many games with God in this, but I'm learning. It's only taken me 35, 40 years, right? I'm learning. Number 2,
Ready,
can you
3.
trust his guidance?
Take 3.
Can you trust that when he asks you to respond one way, when you would rather respond in another, even if you can produce facts that justify that you're right, and what you're trying to do is you're trying to coerce God into getting on your side of the truth. And he's like, I am the truth.
Ready, 6.
There is no side
Online.
other than me.
Take 6 online. 6
We
and 3
come to
alive.
him, we allow him to bear witness on us. To bear witness is to press against your
Ready,
life.
5. Take 5.
And then thirdly is,
Same thing. Ready,
can
5.
you trust his forgiveness?
Take 5.
Okay. I guess that'll work for now.
Keep promising God to do better.
Ready, 3, take 3.
Like this is what I'm talking about. Like a lot of us, we don't fully understand the power and the pervasive nature of God's forgiveness to make us right.
I love the colors, by the way.
In the way
Pink
that you
and the
want to be.
Yeah,
right.
his shirt,
blue, green.
his shirt matches the branding.
The way that
It's very
you
cool.
want to be,
It
the way
does,
that you
yeah.
were
So
made to be
cohesive.
right. Deep sense of rightness that so pervades our lives that we end up believing that somehow everything else can possibly be returned to that, and we give our lives for it. And what you'll learn in a few weeks is we bear witness to that. We bring that to bear on the world. It's a beautiful thing. So here's for today, right? To stand before Jesus is the truth.
Ready,
and
1, take,
you
take 1.
for all the things that you think and feel, the realities you're trying to create, the realities you're trying to preserve, and let His reality begin to become a
35
shaping force.
online. Take 5 online.
There's only one question that you'll need to answer when Jesus says, "Do you trust me?" Whoever belongs listens.
36 online.
Right? You don't want to get to the end and say, "Hey, God, I
Take
get
6 online.
everything that you said." When He's asking you, can you trust the one who said it? That's the goal. All right, can we do that?
Ready, clean feed.
I'm
Take
the
clean feed.
shepherd.
One's live everywhere.
I'm the shepherd. I'm the gate. Everything that you need, He is, and He leads us out from these things that we build.
Ready,
into the place
5.
in the way in which we've been created to live. Father, would you help us
Never mind. Actually, I think I'll just stay on 1.
to hear your voice, to recognize your voice. In the smallest things, we are so accustomed
Dylan, if you're hearing an echo,
to
I'm
finding
messing with sound back here.
facts and stats and making a way to try and get you to do things the way we want them done. And you stand and you just bear witness to a reality that we are constantly being invited into. Lord, would you help us to see it and to trust it enough to walk in it? And I ask you to do this, Father. I ask you to make this so in our congregation. And I pray all of this in your Son, Jesus, who is our King.
Ready,
Thank you,
3.
guys. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you,
Take
Michael.
3.
That's really, really good. I love that idea of Jesus being the truth.
Ready,
and
1.
how that's relational.
Take
and
1.
We can trust Him in that. Hey, many of y'all have signed up for Easter gatherings, even as I was talking earlier. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
That's what they're doing in the message. I'm just going to sign up now.
They're getting it done. So don't forget to do that. Reserve your spot for you, your kids.
Tallulah, if you could grab both of them in the shot just in case they... Or I guess that was too wide. No worries.
And we will see y'all back here next Sunday.
Ready,
Bye.
black.
Thanks, everybody.
Black.
I meant to dissolve that.
And
Dang
then
it.
bring in the slide.
See y'all
There we go.
upstairs.
Nice job. Yep. Yay! Good job. Knuckles, let's go. Alright, see you for breakfast. Woohoo! Yeah.